Indian industries, summer salutations, and college concerns. All this and more as the Stafford Weekly News starts now. Welcome to the Friday, June 16th edition of the Stafford Weekly News. I'm Randall Williams. Fort Bend County is famously one of the most culturally diverse areas in America. One organization recently held a trade show at the Stafford Center spotlighting the businesses of the county's Indian community.
So India TX is a trade promotion and marketing firm. We connect businesses to businesses, we connect businesses to other customers, and we are in the business of connecting people to opportunities. And our target audience, not excluding others, but is primarily the Indo-American community, which is a vibrant community here in the Houston metro area and specifically the Fort Bend area. And we wanted to, this is first of its kind and the largest of its kind, where we're trying to bring Indo-American businesses together to network and put businesses together to help promote each other and grow. It took quite a bit of planning. We've been working for an idea from kind of thought early last year to how we put this event together, how is it going to benefit the community, and how can we make it useful for the wider Fort Bend community, right? So it did require a lot of planning, and but we're thankful to the Stafford Center here, the local government, making this easy for us to kind of come occupy this space and promote this. So we have a very diverse range of businesses, everything from clothing, jewelry, restaurant businesses, mortgage, housing, remodeling. We have medical businesses, we have software companies. I myself am owner of a manufacturing firm. We make metal components for the space industry, so we're exhibiting here. So we have a very diverse group of companies exhibiting here. We have a roundtable discussion today afternoon where we are bringing together local Indo-American business women, and we're going to have a discussion about what barriers they face in growing their businesses, and then following that we're going to recognize some of these women for their exemplary achievement as women business owners. So we'll have that award, and tomorrow we also are encouraging our younger society members, our kids, who are taking steps towards entrepreneurship, and we're recognizing some of those people with some awards. Again, it is a free to attend event. Please register, come visit us. We are open today and tomorrow. Tomorrow we are open from 11 to 5, so please come visit us. There is something for everybody here, and a lot of exhibitors, like I said, from very diverse industry backgrounds. So please do come.
Solving stress, next.
In Stafford, diversity is not just a number, it's who we are.
When you are here, you become part of the story.
You can sleep well knowing we're always on the job and looking out for you.
It's a great place for growth and opportunity.
Tradition starts here.
We teach your children and we stick around for your grandchildren.
We are one. We are Stafford.
This is the city of Stafford, and we are one.
We may have finished up another school year, but here comes the summer semesters. HCC made sure to welcome summer students to their campus.
We're having Welcome Week for the students here at Southwest campuses, which consists of West Loop, Stafford, and Missouri City campuses. Welcoming the students, making them feel welcome to be on campus, letting them know what we offer them. throughout the semester to make the semester fun and exciting for them, of course. Fitness and wellness component of it, the social skills, keeping them active, and when class becomes stressful and anxiety is at a high, us offering them things that can keep their mind, body, and soul in a good place. Rec sports is an important component of being a student, college student, becoming a college student athlete. Of course, your academics are important, but offering things that can keep down stress and depression and things that can get you worked up. So rec sports is important because we keep them recharged and enthused and keep them with the thrive to be in class and do well in and out the class. It can be effective in so many ways. Tense muscles cause you to eat more, bad eating habits, so stress can be a silent killer, actually. The summer would probably be as important because people are looking to enjoy more in the summer months with better weather. So we make sure we offer indoor and outdoor activities. The attendance may be a little lower in the summer, but it is as important as any other semester that we have, fall and spring, because like I say, summer months are when people really are looking to enjoy themselves. So I've been in recreation. College recreation is a new realm of work that I'm experiencing, and I wanted to pursue to reach the different young teens and the young adults that we deal with that are preparing for the real world. Well, in the summer months, we offer not as many club sports, with it being less attendance, but just fun stuff for the students to do. Mostly outdoor activities, as I mentioned, even indoors though, that are into electronics. So we do gaming, we do esports, we try to do the fitness and wellness on a year-round basis for the students as well. My job is important to keep the kids in a good mental state, keep them in good physical and mental state, offering them things that can keep down the stress level, the depression, the anxiety. So my job is very important. It can affect the students inside and outside the class. It can make days better. It can keep them pumped up, the blood flowing, so while they're in class, they're attentive and enthused to be prepared to learn. I appreciate it. I'm sure the students appreciate it. A lot of them come back to us and express how it have helped them in their lives moving forward, in their career life, their personal life, how appreciative they are of rec sports helping them in their everyday lives. It's big, tremendous help for the students. They teach the discipline, time management, social skills are all those things that help them in their everyday lives. So we see growth and maturity in the students, student athletes over time as well. We look forward to students coming out throughout the semester, summer semester, upcoming fall and spring. We're offering club sports where we compete against local colleges. We're offering esports, fitness and wellness, and different indoor and outdoor activities for you all. So come out, be on the lookout for flyers amongst all the campuses. Social media site, HCC Rec Sports, look for upcoming activities. Click the notification to stay in the loop of what we'll be offering that's fun and exciting for you all this semester.
HCC's Workforce Solutions building in Stafford houses the means to educate students in many advanced manufacturing technologies, most of which come through and are handled by a magical place called the Fab Lab.
The Fabrication Lab is a place where students can come to find tools of all kinds, from very simple tools like a wrench and a hammer, and screwdriver, to power tools, to very sophisticated tools behind me, like CNCs. We have CNCs for woodworking, CNCs for metal. And one of the greatest things this year is behind me is James, and he is a retired machinist. And these retired people are a huge asset to our lab. So I have 2 or 3 people that come in quite often, so the students can use their expertise and their help in getting things done. So James, I cannot run a CNC to any great capacity. I can do show and tell, but he's an actual retired machinist, so he can actually do just about as complicated as you want. For instance, in our machining lab, we have a brand new 5-axis, and he can run that. So we will have more capability in the lab now. It's just a place to come in where engineering students or artists, we get artists in here quite often, can come in and use very sophisticated machines to help do jewelry. So jewelry is a very, very hands-on, very hard to do for a small company. But we have a metal laser. We can make that much easier. We've got lasers for woodworking and acrylic, and we can cut fabric. We just have a great collection of tools. That's what a Fab Lab is. It's collection tools and hopefully a bunch of friendly people. Well, how do we get all this stuff? So it's actually an accumulation of about 17, 18 years. The machines behind me are close to 10, 12 years old. So every year we get something usually. Sometimes it's maybe a very inexpensive item, sometimes it's a very expensive item. It just depends on what's available in the time frame. So I'm always waiting, with my list just in case the money comes up. And we keep accumulating things. Sometimes we replace old equipment. But some of the equipment, like the CNCs and the woodwork equipment, they last forever. So you have a cumulative effect. So now the lab is getting to the point where it's wall to wall to wall stuff, which is really great because that means when you come in, there's a good chance we have something to help you. So there's a couple of options for actually using a lab. If you're right now, it depends on who your boss is, but for the last couple of years, we have an engineering boss, and he's really cool about students coming here to use that. So if you're a student anywhere in the HCC system, faculty, staff, you can come in our lab for absolutely free. We will kind of mentor you on piece of equipment by piece of equipment by piece of equipment and show you how to use stuff. Some of the software you have to learn on your own. Some of the software will help you a little bit. And then, sometimes we actually have classes on it. But the other one, which is great, is continuing education. So through continuing education, this may change, but right now, $75 per semester, beginning semester. You can have the full semester to have access to a lab, and we'll do the same thing. We'll show you how to do things. You still need to learn, on your own, but we will show you how to use the machines. Our job is to show you how to use the machines. That's what we do. We do really well.
Stress is a killer in day-to-day life, but particularly in college students. John King visited with HCC's recreational sports program to find out how they're devoted to keeping students healthy and active.
We're having the Wellness Wednesday event where we're kind of giving kids the knowledge of knowing the healthy eating tips, some fun workouts to kind of keep them active than your ordinary regular workout classes that sometimes bore the students. Getting fit, staying fit is important to feel good from the inside outside, physically, mentally. It helps, it gives a confidence, it teaches discipline for the students, and overall just being healthy, a long, healthy life is always good for any human being. Sometimes class can become stressful, anxiety is at a high, sometimes they go through depression. So having recreational activities for the students is very important to recharge, to stay active, to get fit, stay fit is always important for the students. And just the leisure time of enjoying life is what we offer as rec sports specialists. I enjoy it. Where they have questions, they need an example of different things to do. I'm open to helping the students. I enjoy it. It's a day of work, but in the same time, it's not work for me. I love it. He mentioned that it was informative. He's going to use it moving forward. I explained to him the 80-20 of dieting and working out, the importance of that, the intake of food that's good and bad for you, sugary drinks, sugary snacks, and different junk food that we don't need, eating in different portions, and different strength training and fitness and cardio workouts that he can use moving forward. He did mention that it will be helpful moving forward for him. We have it set where they can spin the wheel and win different prizes, whether it's workout towels, workout t-shirts. We have workouts displayed where they can do for fun, like I say, because the regular routine of aerobics and workout classes sometimes is bored for this generation of students. So we try to make it fun and interactive where we can work out with them as well. Growing up as an athlete, staying in decent shape, being active, I also went on to take on studying it in college, the mind and body and the human anatomy of the body. So I learned to know what was important to keep me in decent shape, to keep me happy, to keep me moving, my limbs and joints healthy. So at a very young age, I became active and enjoyed it, and it feels good. And my body appreciated it, of course. The importance of working out and staying fit and getting fit, and fitness and wellness just being important in everyone's life, no matter your age. Staying in shape and getting in shape is important for a healthy lifestyle. Longevity of life, feeling good. It's a good feeling to be able to help the next person, those that are trying to maintain staying in shape, those that are trying to get in shape and struggling with it on a daily basis, mentally or physically, to be a help to them. I enjoyed it. I'm glad I can do so. I'm at West Loop. My campus is West Loop, which is room 110, my office number. You can email me at Cheryl Ubynum at ccs.edu as well. And I have flyers posted throughout the semester, so if you see my contact on that, you can reach out as well. I work at getting fit, staying healthy from the inside out, and preparing to have a cleaner diet and doing better by being active.
Arboreal activities. Next.
You can try, but you won't find another city like Stafford, Texas.
Serving our community just like you like it.
Taking care of you and your home since 1945.
We believe in STEM to learn and STEM to earn.
We're heading into college certified and career ready.
As a former student of Stafford, I take pride in keeping our classrooms safe.
We are Stafford, we are one.
Our culture, demographics, and technology are rapidly evolving, and one of the institutions tasked with keeping up with it is higher education, colleges and universities. The recent State of Higher Education event addressed these concerns and more.
Every year we host an event with our higher education universities here in Fort Bend County. And the purpose of that is to give them an opportunity to talk about all the new things that they are doing on their college campuses and also issues related to higher education and how they affect our young people. And one of the things that's really on everybody's mind is artificial intelligence and AP chat, I think I got that right, and how that plays into students' learning and if they're using that to kind of cheat on homework assignments and so forth. And also we hear a lot about the changing demographics in our country, frankly around the world, with declining population and kind of how is that affecting their students. We know Texas is growing, but the birth rate is slowing. And so we really want to know how that's affecting them. And then the Texas legislature was in session, and although it's maybe controversial, there was a move afoot to end tenure in higher ed, which is a big deal for professors, and that hasn't happened yet, but the Senate's still in special session, and there could be a couple other special sessions coming up.
We're going to discuss the major issues that have come forward, specifically from the legislature, and other issues in higher education that have come from COVID on to the community college specifically. I'm going to be discussing because that's where I am. But all of those major issues that a lot of us know about, but the new legislation, particularly under House Bill 8, I will be adding to the conversation about that.
Well, the perspectives I'd like to bring today is, number one, continuing to emphasize the importance of higher education for the economic development and the sustainability of our competitive advantage as a state by focusing on workforce education and creating a talent pipeline that the state needs us to develop.
So in regards to artificial intelligence and AI, with our division of technology in the College of Engineering, I think the field's wide open. I mean, I know students are really, looking at ChatGPT and ways to use it for their homework or for research project, but really looking at how do we use this technology to really, enhance our lives. And that's the goal of all new technology.
I hope that they will learn how dedicated and committed each of these institutions are in the success of Fort Bend County. They've all, the University of Houston, Wharton County Junior College, Houston Community College, and Texas State Technical College have made huge investments in their facilities and their programs that they offer here in Fort Bend County. So I want parents to be, or people to be aware of that. Secondly, I want them to be aware of some of the topical issues. We touched on artificial intelligence, and we're hearing a lot about that in the news. And that has an impact on higher education, even K through 12. I hope that they will come away from this luncheon being better informed and thinking about some of these issues and how they impact not just themselves or families, but our society as a whole.
Remember those hazy summer days in a backyard treehouse? The Houston Museum of Natural Science in Sugar Land does, and uses that for a variety of educational purposes. Fernando Ramirez hangs out for the story.
We are standing in Tree Houses, which is HMNS Sugar Land's new summer exhibit, and it is all about the kinds of animals that make their home in trees. Our visitors can actually traverse through it and learn about animals by examining the sounds they make, the kind of tracks they have, scat that they leave behind, and also how we use trees in a responsible and sustainable way for harvesting or logging, for example. We have a nature program here that we do every Saturday at Sugar Land, generally included with admission, and it is centered around our pollinator garden and our life science exhibit. So knowing that we place so much importance on the nature program, we really like to talk about the fact that science is everywhere. It's in your backyard. If you just go outside and explore, you can learn so much about the world around you. This was a natural fit because it focuses on ecology, on animals, on trees as a habitat. It really worked well with our focus for the summer, which was the nature program. While there is a lot to learn, there is also a sense of the fact that we are stewards of our environment, and the more that we can do to help with conservation, to help with native habitats, the more difference that we can make in preserving these kinds of environments for years to come. At HMNS Sugar Land, we really love hands-on interactive science. That's what we're all about. So our visitors, when they're here, will get to not only see and read things that maybe they wouldn't come across, but they will actually get to interact with a majority of our exhibits. There are buttons to push and quizzes to take and levers to lift and ropes to pull. There's all kinds of ways for them to get hands-on with science. It really is a way for especially the children who visit us to maybe get a different understanding of a concept that they might have learned in school, but when they actually get to do it, we often see the wow moment where they say, I get it. And a lot of our exhibits are built around that. So when families visit, when field trips visit, they will get to interact with science in a completely different way. Tree houses is a great way to understand the role trees play in our ecology, and also a fun way to interact and learn about the animals that live in trees. So I would encourage everyone that's coming out to Sugar Land this summer to check this exhibit out and see who's living in the trees.
That's a wrap on our news for this week. Thank you for joining us. For everyone here at Stafford Weekly News, I'm Randall Williams. May all your news be good news. This program was produced on the Stafford campus of Houston Community College.